Air pollution, a disaster. In the heart of Delhi, the smog was so thick it seemed to swallow the whole city. The air had turned into a poisonous gas, and every breath felt like inhaling sandpaper. Schools had shut down, hospitals were overflowing with patients struggling to breathe, and the city's streets were silent except for the faint hum of the air purifiers in homes. Arun, a 14-year-old boy, lived in a tiny apartment with his grandmother, Madhu. She often told him tales of her childhood when Delhi's winters brought crisp air and clear skies. Now those memories seemed like distant dreams. One morning, Arun woke up to his grandmother gasping for air. The purifier in their home had stopped working due to a power outage. He quickly wrapped her in a scarf soaked in water, an old trick she had taught him to filter the air temporarily, and decided he couldn't sit idle anymore. Determined to find help, Arun stepped outside, clutching a scarf over his mouth. The city looked like a ghost town. Cars were abandoned, and the usually bustling markets were empty. He remembered a recent news report about a community center in South Delhi offering oxygen cylinders and clean air rooms. The journey was daunting. Arun rode his bicycle navigating through the lifeless streets. His lungs burned with every breath, but he pushed on, thinking of his grandmother's fragile health. Along the way, he met others, an old man seeking medicine, a mother carrying her baby, a young girl lost in the haze. Together, they formed a small group, supporting one another through the suffocating smog. When they finally reached the community center, Arun was struck by the sight of people lined up, desperate for relief. Volunteers were distributing oxygen masks and setting up shelters with purified air. Arun explained his grandmother's condition to a volunteer who handed him a small oxygen cylinder and a portable air filter. Back home, Arun set up the filter and connected the oxygen mask to his grandmother. As she began to breathe easier, tears rolled down from her eyes. He had managed to save her for now, but he knew this wasn't a permanent solution. In the days that followed, Arun joined local youth groups working on long term solutions. They planted trees, advocated for stricter pollution controls, and educated people about sustainable practices. Slowly, more people began to realize the gravity of the situation, pushing the government and industries to take action. Years later, Arun stood on his balcony, now surrounded by greenery. The air was cleaner, the sky was clearer, and Delhi was beginning to heal. It hadn't been easy, but Arun knew that sometimes surviving the storm meant becoming part of the change.